First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Stick and move, Javante.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
All right, we got some stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and get this over with. I am AJ, your host with the most. This is the 3-Man Weave podcast. Who I got with me? Hurry up, come on, speed it on up. Come on, let's go.
It's your boy Hill, and Hill go Hill regardless, baby. Let's get right to it.
Okay, and you can find us on all major podcast platforms, 3-Man Weave _ on Instagram and Twitter. You can email us at 3man.weave at podcast@gmail.com. Hey, we had some stuff break late last night, and I was texting Hill in a panic. He was asleep. He was snoozing, and I can't lose with Hey, hit this. Hey, wake on up. We got some stuff to talk about. It's the only. Hey, do you know how much of a panic I was in? Like, hey, dog, wake up! I was TD Jake. Wake up! I'm like, dog, what are you doing? And so, hey, dog, man, I'm just like, look, hey, Hill, what happened?
First off, I was in a good sleep, like NyQuil type of sleep. I wake up to multiple messages like, bro, I know you excited. Your message was, bro, wake up. You ain't had nothing else after that. Just wake up. You know what I'm saying? And I posted the Eddie Kane joint when they wake up, Eddie. When I posted that, I'm like, bro, what is going on, bro? Like,
bro, no
this
lie.
was the craziest. Yeah,
I was like, I fell asleep on the couch.
I'm sorry. Before you go,
shout
out to the one of the Fab Five members, our guy Curtis. It's his birthday today, so shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, big dog. Yo, I fell asleep on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up, I didn't even unlock my phone. I just seen like the ESPN with new message, Bleacher Report, new message, and then like text messages from like friends and like, so it was like Harry, Ross, and I'm just like, yeah, why are these motherfuckers texting me? Like, all right, so I go back, I go upstairs, I get into bed, I'm laying there, and it's my phone still bing, bing, bing. What is going?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? How? Why? When? Bro, I was just like, yo, I immediately text you like, yo, bro, wake up. That's all I could say. I couldn't say nothing else.
I was just, like you said, I was in the deepest of sleep. Bro, it was crazy. We had a long day yesterday, but it is wild. And it kind of reminds you when KD got traded to the Suns. It was a late night joint. But the thing about it is, that was a rumor that we did hear.
Yeah.
We heard something about that.
And plus, it was like KD had already had rumors of wanting to get out. It was like, James Harden and all stuff like that.
I'm addressing
it.
No. I'm not now. Okay. I'm going to address that.
All right. But yeah, and so it's just like, man, wow. I'm not one to, like, this is one of those things that broke and I was locked in. I'm not one to really buy in on hyperbole, but like, is this one of like the biggest like surprise trades that we've ever had in sports?
Without a rumor, without any type of inkling of this happening, it has to be a yes, dog. Like, yeah,
like, and that's what. And to me, I can't think of anything that this was like. What was that? It was it Lemonade or Beyonce that dropped out of just nowhere, and it was just like Beyonce album.
I think it was Lemonade.
And it's just like,
yeah, what?
Yeah. So I was truly in shock, like, because again, it was like, how? What?
Why?
Why is definitely the biggest thing, but you starting to hear kind of things that are coming out.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in the
Yeah,
aspects of each team individual, but it got to the point where I'm gonna when we get to each team individual and we talk about it, I hate some of the whys.
yeah, for sure.
Like all of a sudden you just had a problem with him. Huh? Oh, all the negatives is here, right? Oh, we got mad at this. Oh, it's like, come on, dog. Like,
Yeah,
are we serious at this point? Like every time something happens, we always got to hear a whole onslaught of negative something attached with it.
yeah. I man. So Dallas fans, they're kind of going through some.
Ain't no kind of. They
Okay,
are pissed.
Dallas fans are going through it right now, and as you mentioned before, you get some crossover um, with Mavericks fans because you are a Cowboys fan. What's happening with some of these Mavericks fans, though? Like, are they okay? Do you have a read on
They
the of Mavericks Nation?
they are in a state of not flux or they are pissed. I haven't seen nothing positive. They making all the equivalent of this would happen such and such if this would happen such and such type of examples of how bad this is. Like, and it's weird because it's like, damn, Luka's only 25.
Yeah,
It's like
with
he
a
been in,
finals
I
appearance.
swear he been in the league longer than that, but for him
Yeah,
to only 25, and they like, bro, I seen a post that somebody said, yeah, Zion weight been out of control since he been in the league. Joel ain't played in such and such time, and neither one of they franchises traded them. But you mean to tell me all of a sudden you're just so fed up with Luka, a top 5 player in the league that's been a top 5 player in the league for a
for
while,
sure, for sure.
that you just it was just unreconcilable that he just had to go. I'm not understanding that, bro. Like we've seen lesser NBA players stick with play. Bro, the Sixers stuck with Ben Simmons longer than this.
Yeah,
I
and
ain't,
and to
is
me,
that a reach?
no, I believe we're right. The Sixers stuck with Ben Simmons longer. The hey Zion weight and stuff has been way more of an issue than Luka, in my humble opinion, because Zion out here missing seasons. He out there with double cheeked up Eminem, and they not getting no finals appearance or nothing like that. To me, you should be way more infuriated with Joel Embiid, Zion Williamson. Like it's a lot more names you should be going through before you get to let's go ahead and trade Luka and move on. Because that the Hawks, the Hawks, hey, I know they happy.
They won the trade.
Yeah, they want to trade.
And the funny thing about it is the trade wasn't even it really still shouldn't even be discussed because before the finals appearance by the Mavs, they had the similar type of career.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
They both of them been to the Eastern Conference Final, Western Conference Final. Both of them had super maxes, all stars and stuff like that. It's just a narrative behind a certain player makes him unliked versus the other. You know what I'm saying? And we know narratives run the world and all that. No, I'm not debating on who's better. I'm just saying they had a similar type of career. But now, even Trey been in rumors,
Yeah,
and they still didn't. They haven't.
for sure. They didn't pull the
They
trigger.
haven't pulled the trigger. So it's like
Meanwhile, we drafted DeAndre Ayton. Sorry.
it's okay, bro. And he been traded, but it's just I don't understand. Like I know he's eligible for a super duper max. It would have been like 385, 5 years. And if you were that worried about his weight and conditioning, I'm sure it could have been some type of clause in there that could have been in place
Right.
that could have protected your asset. And if that was the case, then we would have understood Okay, bro. His weight is the issue. His conditioning is the issue. They got fed up. Now we trading him. But you didn't even try.
Yeah, like it's still kind of like a crazy premise to me because it's only a few cornerstone players in this league right now. And we were talking about like, oh, the reason, kind of why the viewership is down in the NBA and stuff like that, because they're not selling stars. Well,
They sold us Luka.
they've been like, we've been pushed Luka, but now Luka on the Lakers in the last couple of years of LeBron, even when we talk like, even when they get those first take topics about LeBron, now you're gonna have to talk about Luka because the way they was talking about AD's, is he, defensive player of the year numbers, this and that. Oh, it's about to be some a lot of a Luka, just tag along right now, and I think it's going to vault him up to a whole lot, the top of a lot of conversations now for sure. I think.
Oh, you settling this? They too short, bro. You about to hear all this negative stuff about Luka now, bro. Now that he's a Laker, dog. You know what I'm saying? He got to hurry up and win. The fact that they loved him when he was in Dallas. Oh, he was the next LeBron. Oh, his skill set. He was Larry Bird. He was all this. He was all that. It was lovable when he was in Dallas. Oh, now you in LA? You know what I'm saying? You're in LA with LeBron now. Now all of a sudden you have a whole different expectation to win.
Understand.
And now, instead of questioning, oh man, he don't really have enough help. He don't have enough help. That's what they were saying in Dallas at first. He didn't have enough help. Oh, now the expectations are gonna be different in LA. Oh, why you can't get it done? What's going on, Luka? Oh, you just folded into play. Oh, you James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of conversations that the media gonna have. Oh, they gonna have a conversation about Luka, but it ain't gonna be that lovable Luka's conversations all of a sudden. It ain't gonna be all of a sudden. They really gonna be on his weight then.
The reason why I don't wholeheartedly agree that he will be the villain is because he does have a finals appearance on his jacket. Mm-hmm. And yes, you do need to win when you come to LA. But I do believe that, like I said, they're sitting in the 5th seed right now. I think there's a chance. I don't know what they're gonna do on defense, but the amount of points that I think that they'll be able to kind of create can still make it tough on some teams. So I'm not saying that they're gonna get to the finals this year, but I think depending on how they play in the playoffs, I think it'll be a good start to get that ball rolling for Luka.
You know how we hear some of that, how he always arguing with the ref, how he's always complaining about calls. You know how we hear some of that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, we only hear some of that. We only hear that inkling of, oh man, I'm tired of Luka when he always complains to the ref. He got Americanized or whatever that means. You know what I'm saying?
We heard a
little bit of that.
Yeah, but I also think he's gonna start getting that SGA whistle now that he in LA too.
How much more whistles he gonna get?
I know, but I think he's gonna get it.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
This one right here.
Okay.
When it comes, Bron came to LA and won, and people said it didn't count. That's just because Bron got a different level of hate. Whatever it takes to actually discount Bron, they were gonna do it. And because they still tell you, oh, it don't count. And a lot of players that were in the bubble will tell you that's one of the hardest rings ever. Like, bro, if you got TJ Warren going for 45 points a game, hey, something's going on here. Like everybody was hooping. Like again, like I said, but that's neither here or there.
I think this is the best thing that happens to the NBA. It gives people something to focus on and talk about. Yes. Because it was one of those things that they desperately needed. And I think I'm putting a little bit too much sauce on it. But with the ratings being as much of a topic as it is, or the viewership being down, and people not really caring about the NBA as much, you putting Luka in LA is going to make it a conversation regardless. Like I said, regardless of how whatever I just said, whatever you just said, how anybody feels, it's going to be a topic. So we're going to start talking about it even more. So yes, they desperately, because Jimmy wasn't doing it.
Right.
The Jimmy trades, whether Kevin Love on Instagram, the funny ass videos, just wasn't cutting it. You know what I'm saying? You needed somebody of this magnitude to help it. So yeah, I definitely agree.
I bet you Silva over there trying to figure out how he can get Jokic to Madison Square Garden right goddamn now. He's like, hey, what we got to do is Cat. Can we put Cat up for sale yet?
That ain't cutting it, man. Oh man, but let's get it, man. Let's talk about the aspect of it from we were still on that topic about the Mavs. So the Mavs, they got Anthony Davis, and it was funny to me just hearing some of how the Mavericks still discuss AD. You would think AD was, he still got that smut on his rep about being injury prone. You know, the negativity still is still on him, despite him being past that with a couple great seasons. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So like he had an MVP type of season last year, and nobody cared.
Coming off 76 games. But as you and I discussed on multiple occasions, whether like about other, sports and other teams, once you have that narrative, it's so hard. It's so hard to change that narrative that is attached to your name, your franchise, or whatever case may be. Because, like you said, Anthony Davis is coming off a season where he played 76 games. Like, are we not forgetting there's only 82 games in the season?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so playing 76 of them, that's almost what some of these role players who have to play every game play, because they need to, do what they can to stick in the league. And my thing about it is like, putting up an MVP caliber season, I understand you lost your star, but it ain't like, to me, it ain't the end of the world for the Mavs. It's not the end of the world. And like, because Luka was attached, I understand. But this team, I think this team could still like make the playoffs and still possibly climb the ranks of where they're at in the Western Conference.
This season.
Yes, this season.
And like I said, for the immediate, yes, I believe so. I believe if they definitely have a chance to become contenders with this roster currently constructed. I know there's been a report that they're not done. They plan on doing some other things. Derek Lively gonna come back, so that's gonna be a force to reckon with. Like I say, that front court period with AD, Gafford, and Lively.
Yeah,
go small ball with AD and PJ Washington. Cool. The way Kyrie has had another resurgence of the year, reminding people that he is good. So this team, like they currently constructed, is ready for the West. For
sure.
For the West, you know what I'm saying? They can definitely.
But even currently constructed, I think that with the way that this team can defend, if we got a rematch with the Celtics, I think that they'll be able to give the Celtics some hell, because the way that you have guys that out there can defend. You got AD who could play the four. You got Gafford. You got Lively. That's a whole lot of issues that you can create when it comes to the defense. And you got PJ, and then we know what Kyrie can do. It's
not that. It's not that. But Chip Kelly is offensive coordinator for the Raiders.
We'll talk about it next week on the football pod.
Yeah.
Hey man, some of these new staffs.
Yeah,
some of these new staff. They staffing. All right. But yeah, man, I actually think this is not the end of the world move for the Mavs. Yes, you're losing your star. I completely understand that. And you don't want to lose your cornerstone piece, especially at 25 years old. It hurts. But it's like,
it's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna hurt.
You may have lost the one that you thought was the one. But that favorite X kind of is still there. And I think that's what this is. Like, okay, it ain't all bad, right? It ain't all bad. Like, you was cool. We still could do a little something. It might not work out all the time, but right now it might work. Maybe.
Mad fans, they try to hit nothing that you talk about
They
right
ain't
there.
trying to
Like I
hear
said.
none of that shit.
And
But
the winning, what we say, winning cures all. Like I said, they come out there and go to the Western Conference Finals, or they go to the finals again. Like I said, Mad fans will feel a little better. They're never going to ultimately get over it unless they win it. So it's just gonna have to be what it is. Let's go, man, for the Lakers aspect, man. And they lost a good one, man. They really lost Jalen Hood, Shafino, man. It's like
the hood will never be the same.
The hood will never be the same, man. Oh man. But to only give up, I mean, I know the Lakers only had 2 draftable, tradable assets.
Yeah.
And that was 2029 and 2031. And they was looking to try to use those picks to try to acquire somebody this year.
Right.
But to get Luka, like if you get this phone call based off the reports that we were hearing, you get this phone call from Rob. I mean, I'm
not getting off the phone. What? Yeah, come on. Put the Jazz on 3-way. Call them right now. No, don't call me back. No.
You have
link them in right now. Link them in right now. We are not getting off the phone because I don't know if you drunk. I don't know if you on something else. I don't know if you about to, if you listen in the stand in the background and you about to drive off the bridge, but we about to make this shit happen right now. What we need to do.
It's just for the aspect of you have to do this. Like, I get it. Like, I woke up and I'm thinking about it basketball wise, like, damn man, they gave up ADs. Like, what they gonna do? They need front court. It's like
it don't matter.
But this is 25-year-old Luka. Like,
yeah,
Bron already is old. Like,
you make this happen and you figure the rest out after. Like,
and it's funny, and they keep and when it was Lakers fan, we kept thinking about life after Bron, right? Life after Bron. It was like, yeah, well, who can they pair up with AD? With damn. By the time life after Bron hit, it's about to be
life after AD.
You know what I'm saying? From that aspect, because I think he's 30, almost 32.
32, yeah.
It's like, bro, and he does have an injury history. I'm not about to say and minimize that, even though he's been relatively healthy for a while. It's just the fact that, hey, bro, we know the older he get, he ain't gonna age well. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm not wishing that upon him at all, because I did believe in that aspect of, yeah, they need to find somebody, to carry the torch after the Bron days. Okay.
Yeah.
If I had to give it up, because it would also play the part of what Bron left. It was like, okay, what are we really holding on to AD for either?
Exactly.
Like, we're gonna need some assets anyway. So
try like maybe you should try and prepare for, life after Bron and see what you can get for AD. And I don't think you could have gotten anything better. You couldn't have acquired anything better.
Yeah. I get it. They saying the reports of his weight is 270, and we've seen that's got to be that got to be the heaviest he's ever been. But we've seen Luka heavy is what another. I think I got Dane had said. He was like, bro, his weight ain't never affected his play.
Because it ain't like he play above it. It ain't like he play above the rim anyway. It's real Jokic-ish, where it's just like I play with pace. Like I play and I bump into you. I'm
crafty.
I slow things down. And it's just like I kind of like, and you kind of. It's almost like not to say their games are similar, but like Melo. Like it's more of like I'm gonna try and put body on you instead of blow past you and move. Like I'm not using necessarily my speed or athleticism, like because I ain't really athletic.
Yeah, so it's like I get it. We hear the number.
He's sneaky fast.
Like we hear the number, it's like, yeah, that's a big ass number. Right? You heavy as hell, but it's like we haven't seen his play be that bit affected yet. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we talk about a condition. He's like, oh man, he playing himself into shape. Yeah, he's playing himself into shape and still got a triple double.
Yeah.
You know, he still got 30, 38 and 9 or something like that. It's like, what are we really complaining about here at this point? You know what I'm saying?
And my thing about,
but you was only letting it slide because you was in doubt.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, no, not necessarily, because Stephen A. went on First Take and told Zion Williamson he better not have missed that flight because you stopped at Wendy's. But that's neither here nor there. Like, because I do think Jokic, not Jokic, but Luka has had people question his weight before, and they've have him question, oh, he doesn't come into the season in shape and stuff like that. And of course, it's never as a focal point as it'll be if you're not, like in the LA media or the New York media markets. But I will say, like, it's not like this. We haven't seen this before, pretty much. So that's all I'm saying. Where it's just like, yes, he's heavy, but it ain't like this is the first time where it's like he came into camp with the James Harden fat suit. Like, hey, dog, he always been a little husky. You know what I mean? It ain't like it ain't like he, out there, looking like, Desmond Bain. He built a little bit more like Ben Roethlisberger. Ty Burger to East Basket. Come on, man. We might see that boy jumping around like Shaden Sharp, dunking on everybody if they got burgers on the top. Put a little cupcake up there, like who did that in the dunk contest?
I forgot. Gerald Green.
Gerald Green, yeah.
From the Lakers aspect, once again, it's a move that you had to make. I get it. Max Christie was a homegrown talent that you were trying to develop into a 3-and-D type of player, and this year he was making strides to that. But at the end of the day, you're not about to lose no sleep over Max Christie. You can find another Max Christie. Jalen Hood-Schifino was a draft bust for you. He hasn't given you nothing. You got him up out of there. Cool. AD, like, he deserved better than this. He deserved a conversation. He deserved not to be blindsided. But I will say, yes, he does. He deserves.
I know he deserves a conversation. But I'm gonna call him on that same 3-way call that I am on with Harrison. Like, hey, dog, you laying down? We about to send you to Dallas, okay? They about to send us Luka. I'm sorry. I would love to do this face to face, but it's happening right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
but
I'm
nobody
not
talked to AD. But it ain't just the front office. They like Rich Paul ain't talked to AD. Yeah, and apparently he knew 1 to 2 days before it happened too.
Yeah, so that right there, because to me, that's grounds to get a whole new agency because you're supposed to work for me.
Yeah, I get it. It could be nothing he could do, and it is nothing that he could do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, bro, you about to trade AD. Hey, call him. You know what I'm saying? But what you supposed to do? Call him. You feel what I'm saying? He of all people did not deserve to be blindsided from that news like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He done too much. He was a part of that championship team. He was one of the reasons why he got a championship for that team. Like I say, he's owed the respect. And like I say, we're not sitting here acting like AD ain't an all NBA player. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's the reason why 4 first-round picks ain't attached to this thing. Because you got AD involved in this draft pick. I get it. Rudy Gobert went for 5 first round. Miles Bridges.
What I hate is people don't really, add context into some of those things. Like you're not thinking. Yes, you had to put 4 first-round picks. Well, not you didn't have to, but when you're trying to acquire a Luka, if you are sending a player of the caliber of AD, I can give you a 2029 first round. You probably want to give, maybe another first round pick if you want to get another first round pick if you were the Mavs, maybe, but what I need to know what song. I need to know what song. What song were you listening to?
Please let us know what's the exact track number, all that. We need to know everything about you listening to this Will Smith, Jacob. What is going on with I Got Jacob? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, dog.
Nah, you're good.
The reports I got, one of the reports I hated most, I'm gonna speak on the Lakers aspect. All of a sudden that you wasn't ready to give AD an extension. You really wasn't taught to give AD an extension. Okay, cool. That's a business aspect of it. Maybe you wasn't ready to do that. Cool, I get that. But all of a sudden, a report came out that the Shams interview, Shams, whatever, was the interview about him asking for a bid, was the part that was the straw that hit the camel's back, whatever. How you said it? What's the saying?
The straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, that broke the camel's back. That was the part that got you so upset when AD been asking for another big since they won.
Because we know AD don't like playing the 5.
He been saying this since forever.
Right.
So don't tell me that all of a sudden that this interview that he just had with Shams was we sick of it. The fact that he was purposely, definitively asking for another big to play comfortable. Mind you, y'all been looking for another big the entire offseason. So don't sit here and make it seem like this was just AD thing to give it a negative report to make it seem like, oh yeah.
All you have to say is there is no better option to kind of prepare us for life after Bron than having Luka Doncic tossed in our face. Pause if necessary. Hey, all you got to say is, yeah, that was kind of wild. All you got to say is like, hey, what you want me to do? I'm sorry. It's Luka.
Yeah, bro. Like, and even he would understand.
It's the same thing if Boston would have said, hey, y'all want Jason Tatum?
Yes.
Like, for who? I'll pack their bags right. Matter of fact, right. I'll give them money to go shopping when they get there. They can come get their stuff later.
And I think he would understand. I think he was like, all right, it's for Luka. Like, I don't think he's upset about being traded for Luka. It's probably just the fact that he didn't know anything about the trade.
So that's really what I meant. Like, when this trade happens, because it's midnight for LA, basically. When this trade happens at midnight, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to talk directly to AD right now because, again, if this is something that's about to happen and we trying to do everything we can to like make this work immediately. Hey, if your agent knew that, that's really on him. And then we can kind of get there and get the logistics, and I can sit you down. Hey, the trade is made. Hey, we're like, we've agreed in principle. Just want to let you know we're going to be sending you to Dallas. But right now, I'm on these phones, dog. Like we making everything work. We bringing it, like we involving the Jazz. If there was some other teams that needed to be involved to try and make this work or whatever the case may be. But my job is to make this work right now. And so I'm not mad necessarily that he didn't find out before the trade happened or anything like that from the Lakers front office. That's your representation's fault. If they knew prior.
And shouts out to our guy Candy. Candy said Brian the best person to teach Luka about caring for his body. Yes, he is. But
you gotta want to.
He need a whole off season of Bron teaching him how to take care of his body.
Right. And
also who he is. This is who he is. This the body you go get, dog.
Right. Like, and also Luka gotta want to, because if Luka go back over to Serbia and Bron ain't there, because I guarantee you Bron ain't going over there. So if he go over there and he over there drinking beers in the off season, hey, it ain't nothing Bron can do. So again, if this is what Luka and who Luka is, that's just who it gonna be, dog. And again, not everybody got the mentality to do every single thing like Bron. It's the same way with like certain greats. They just wired a little bit different. It's the same way Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather fought at 147, walked around at 147, trained at 147, always was at 147. So when Floyd Mayweather went to camp, he wasn't cutting weight. He was just training to get better. Adrian Broner,
yeah,
He fought at 140, 135. He walked around at 160, 170.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you start your camp, you got to lose weight, you got to cut weight, you got to try and make weight, and you got to try and train. Some people don't have that level of discipline, and it don't necessarily mean that they're not great. It's just sometimes it may put a cap on the level of greatness that they may achieve, because sometimes they start, spending their time doing certain things that takes away from, some of the things that they could be doing to be great. And so like that's really what it comes down to.
And that's kind of why the Mavs that wanted him to play in the Olympics, because they knew that him consistently playing basketball would keep him in shape. He didn't have that layoff of, of doing, necessarily nothing, like I said. So it's things that they're gonna have to do. Like I said, just put it in the contract, bro. Like, just put it in the contract. And if that's the case, you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty I got it. This is a two-part. We're gonna take a two-part. From the math aspect, man, that two-man game of Kyrie and AD. Oh man.
That pick and roll is going to be amazing.
And then the fact that once again Jason Kidd is familiar with AD's game, you could just give AD his certain touches. AD can go to work. You know how that affect. But the fact on this team, the Mavericks, that he is thinking defense first, my offense is secondary. Oh man, you're going to get the best version of it. You're still going to get a natural 20 and 10 guy. You know what I'm saying? But this defense is definitely going to be on the front street of this aspect. So this is going to work. Clay's still going to be Clay doing Clay things and stuff like that. And everybody's going to play their natural position. They're going to play together. Keep it up. From the Lakers aspect, we got questions.
For sure. But again, it takes me back to we'll figure that out when we get there.
The same way that we had questions about Luka and Kyrie, what did they do? They figured it out.
Yeah. Well,
so it's gonna sound nasty. Oh man, Bron needed the ball. We've been trying to get Bron off the ball for as long as we could, and it's never worked. We never got Bron off the ball. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to get Luka to play alongside somebody offensively gifted. It's never, we could never get it to work. Blah blah blah, and then it worked.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to overthink it from that part. Like, I get it. It sounds nasty. They play similar styles. They play, they play the same way. They gotta have the ball in their hand. I get it. But it's basketball. Like, they gonna figure it out.
They'll figure it out. And if I had to put my money on someone with the basketball knowledge to be able to kind of do whatever they got to do to make it work in the interim, it's LeBron. It's LeBron. It's LeBron.
I was having it. I was like,
LeBron.
Oh man,
it wasn't necessary to figure this out, man.
Maybe before we move on, we hit this back. No, the answer to that is no. Now, the reason why the answer is no, because we don't know what the rest of they're going to do till the trade deadline is Thursday, February 6th. Both rosters are flawed as far as contenders are going. So we need to see what they're going to do. So I had a conversation with one of the Lakers fans that I respect, and I gave him three options. I said, do I return to the Lakers now? Do I just wait till wherever Jimmy go? Or do I come back to the Lakers next season? And he told me, come back next season, because the Lakers still have a lot of work to do. They don't have a big man at this current juncture. A starting big man is Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
This roster is nasty as far as contending. So there's no need to just get all hype and go back to the Lakers now. Now, as far as basketball-wise, this is giving me something to get excited about. You know what I'm saying? But as far as returning back to the Lakers, nah, it ain't happening. Sorry.
Yeah, well, there we go.
No bad.
But
we do got other rumors that we thought we were gonna get that was gonna really take the cake of the the trade deadline.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Jimmy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with Jimmy. Pat still got his heels dug in the ground, man. He ain't necessarily trying to move off Jimmy. Do you think this AD Luka trade helps or hurts Jimmy's chances of being moved?
Does the Luka trade helps or hurt Jimmy?
Jimmy's chances of being moved.
Oh, it helps.
And why do you think that?
I mean, it clearly shows that everybody can be moved. If Luka can be moved, your ass can be moved. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
do you think that it kind of made Pat Riley want to up the price on Jimmy, or do you think it's already like, hey dog, we see y'all suspended him indefinitely. Either you move him or you keep him. Which one is it going to be, Doc?
I mean, the leverage play is already the leverage play. Now they're just playing the media game, and the media game is, once again, whatever you fall for, what you want to fall for. It's nothing. You're not going to up Jimmy's value. You're not going to lessen Jimmy's value. His value is it is what it is. Now it's on you to try to get you to get the best deal. And I get that from a Pat Riley aspect of, yes, I'm not about to just trade you now because you talking crazy. I'm going to do what's best for me, and it was best for the Heat. I get that aspect. I get the aspect of Jimmy acting out, because if he would have sat on his hand and just let Pat Riley just move like a turtle, maybe he don't get traded this offseason and don't expedite. He has to do this to expedite.
Yeah, Jimmy would have just been playing out the rest of his contract there.
Yeah,
no changes, no nothing, just the same old roster as it is.
Because they said that the moment the leverage play was, none of the contending teams that you really want to go to have the cap space to come get you next offseason, Jimmy. So you're going to need us to help facilitate that anyway. So you might as well work with us. What threw that all the way out the window was the Suns owner saying, I have a deal in place already for Jimmy. So now I have somebody in here for Jimmy. I don't, like I say. So now that leverage play that you thought you was playing, Pat, goes out the window. So now is what you need to be doing is trying to find the best possible way to either free up
to make
space,
that happen. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I seen the report that they was trying to free up cap space to try to get Luka. Throw that out the way. There's always a report of they trying to get somebody else, and that they don't. You lucky that Jimmy came, to be quite honest, because it was nasty in there in Miami. So the thing about it is they have to get Jimmy up out of there, and they have to do what they got to do. I think it may throw a wrench in this thing. I think we used the wrong player first when you talk as far as value. I think the player that we should have went with was De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah,
I think this Luka trade, even though the value really wasn't is what people thought it was going to be, I think the value increases because I think, far as trade wise, he is the next person on that level of franchise altering player.
Right. Yeah,
So
I think you're right there.
I mean, like I say, so as far as I get it, maybe Jimmy don't want to go to the Kings. I don't care if I'm Pat Riley. If I got to do what I got to do to go get De'Aaron Fox, then that's what I got to go do. I understand maybe the Spurs don't want to give up Stephon Castle. You know what I'm saying? The young piece, they might have felt that they don't have to give him up based off the leverage play that they had as far as De'Aaron saying he wasn't going to resign anywhere. Now that may change. That may go out the window.
Because again, hey, Luka got traded, Stephon. You ain't untouchable now, dog.
Yeah. I mean, you can still play the leverage game of him saying, like, look, whoever trades for me, I'm not signing an extension with y'all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can play it. You can play it, and seen some things happen differently. But I think this increases his value though, I don't
Yeah,
think you
sure.
just give it. I don't think you can just give him away for pennies.
No, absolutely not. And so,
Um,
yeah. Who else we got?
Bradley Beal. I mean,
That's just if Jimmy. To me, Brad, if it's not for Jimmy, Bradley Bill's not getting traded, bro.
so it ain't for Zach LaVine either.
I don't think that I don't think he would waive his no trade for that.
He's still not happy coming off the bench.
No, but I don't think that I think some players will just dig their heels in, and I think Bradley Beal is kind of in that position where it's just like, no, I'm not going to Chicago.
All right. Milwaukee don't interest you.
I don't think. To me, if it's not Bradley Beal going to Miami, I do not think Bradley Beal will get traded.
All right.
That I don't know. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I don't think that's just my thought process. If it ain't there, I don't think it's anywhere.
It may be a hot take to us. I mean, this is your team. You know you are a Suns fan, so you like you say, may be privy to more information that we don't have. You know what I'm saying? But we could be looking at it from a different aspect. Like, bro, this ain't working. I got to get up out of here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We ain't even. Are y'all in the play-in right now?
I think so.
We just got into the play-in.
No, I think we're not. No, yeah, we are. Even though we lost.
You feel what I'm saying?
Goddamn Blazers.
See the conversation we talking about? Are we in the play-in yet, bro? This ain't working. Get me up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know, whoever it may be, and possibly. Let's just say it's Chicago. Hypothetically, I go to Chicago. I start to put up, 25 a game again. I started looking like Bradley Beal. Maybe my value again to some other team
starts going up again.
Yeah, it looks a whole lot better.
For sure.
It's just that simple fact. Like I said, I got De'Aaron Fox still going to. I think the Spurs really do have to do anything they got to. I think they have to do everything they possibly can to go get De'Aaron Fox. I think they need to try to expedite this Wemby superstar stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't like you've seen the potential. You do not want to continue just to kind of make it a slow build. Like, no, you kind of want to start expediting that and pair him with another star.
Because let's say his development don't go farther than what it is. He like, bro, I see this team ain't good. What am I putting in the work for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can just continue doing what I'm doing. Y'all still got me as one of the best out here. Like I'm still nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who say I got to do anything extra? You know what I'm saying?
Because to be quite honest, if his development don't go any further than this, that's still a crazy high ass ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
But you got what I meant. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they need to do what they need to do. Now, this is a hot take. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Because, well, first off, I don't know how that's going to work because who on the Spurs makes as much money as KD? Because remember, it's only so much money that we can do at the apron that we sit at.
And that's another thing people got to understand. Like, this new CBA is still new, and like say some of these trades can't even be done. Period. Anyway, just based off the math of We talked about De'Aaron Fox. We talked about Jimmy. We talked about Bradley Beal briefly. Chris Middleton is on the block too. They tied to him. Vucevic from the Bulls. He probably get up out of there. Some other players that I kind of think that Thursday is gonna get crazy now.
Yeah, I think, but also I think Thursday might be one of those. It may end up being one of those crazy, deadlines where it's like you hear all types of rumors, but a lot of deals don't get across the finish line. Because we've had those too, where it's like, oh, this player's on the phone here, this player's on the phone here, this and that. Because also, again, this apron thing, a lot. That's what like we just discussed. It makes things very, very difficult.
It does, but I think that the fact that it happened Sunday, right? They definitely they know way more about the CBA than we do. But this fact that happened Sunday, now I think a lot of calls are being made now.
People trying to work stuff out.
Maybe you was hesitant of Man, nah, I don't really want to make this Vucevic trade, man. This may not work. Now that I just seen Luka was traded,
Oh, hey,
the hell am I holding on to um Vucevic for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what ties do we have?
yeah,
If
for
I'm
sure.
if I'm the Rockets and they've been trying to play this draft and development game and slow play it, and it's working now,
Yep.
as far as their seeding, it's like they could be looking at it like, hold on,
Let's go. Let's try
we
to
might
take a
need to
stab at it.
we
Yeah.
might even think of it differently. People might start looking at because they have time. Now, I think let's say if this happened during the deadline, people wouldn't have time to react and digest of what really just happened. But the fact that it is Sunday
Yep.
and the trade deadline is Thursday,
They got plenty of time.
you got plenty of time to start thinking about some things. And like I say, start figuring out some moves, get some other teams involved. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
sure.
like in Kyle Kuzma. What I'm still doing with the Wizards.
Yeah. You'd have been in Rose Bar enough.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Not like us just won a Grammy for the best rap performance.
You for real?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't even know the Grammys. No.
I didn't either. I just happened to see it.
Trae Young might get traded now too. Hey, he been on the block.
For a couple seasons, hasn't he?
Yeah, he been on the block, and then they just lost Jalen Johnson. He out for the season.
Yeah,
they could be like, hey, look. They could be like, hey, look. Let's wash our hands with this too, and go get something for him. I think the Luka trade just opened up a Pandora's box. Like, we can do some things. No, nobody's still doing anything with the Wizards.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's some things that can be done. I think the natural excitement is coming back for the NBA because it's around this time again. Anyway, it's the NFL season is over.
Yeah,
we got the Super Bowl coming up next week.
No, the season ended last week. What are you talking about?
I understand. We got plenty of time to hate, my brother. That's why we ain't got time this week. We saving the hate till next week. Look, oh man, but it's like it's like I said, it's Thursday. Like, we really don't care about Radio Row no more about when it comes to Super Bowl. Like, we don't care about the the press conferences and stuff like that. I mean, we watch it. We get our interviews and stuff like that. We got a whole week to talk about it. We got a whole week to hear about Pat Mahomes' legacy, Jalen Hurts' legacy, the Eagles, the dynasty, the Chiefs, and all that. We got a whole week to hear this nonsense. The made up stories, negative, nothing football related. We ain't gonna hear that till Sunday before the game. Thursday is gonna be a refresher course of the NBA can take some steam away from the NFL only for a day.
Yeah,
because it's only but so much. If Pat Mahomes the GOAT conversations you can have every day.
Yeah.
And I think where do we rank this one? There's only so many conversations you can have
for sure. And to me, right now, like literally, the Pat Mahomes GOAT conversation is pretty much kind of how I have it with people with the Jordan and LeBron debate. It's like at this point, a lot of people already got their mind made up. If you feel like Tom Brady is a GOAT, I feel like a lot of people ain't gonna move off of that. If you already had him as your GOAT, if you have Pat Mahomes in there now, then I believe you. That's what you do. So
yeah.
So.
It's just, I mean, it's exciting, man. But far as back for the trade, I found the words on the trade. Believe the Mavs are a contending team now with this trade for this season.
Yeah.
The Lakers are a wait and see what other moves they are going to make. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
Do you think now that AD's not on the Lakers, do you think he can put himself get himself a defensive player of the year? Or you think Wemby got that sold up?
I think his argument was crazy. I think Wemby got it sold up. I do. I don't think him leaving LA. I think LA should have helped him win a defensive You know,
I got you.
but it's weird because okay, you played great defense in New Orleans. You know, no defensive player of the year there. Okay, you played great defense in LA. You know, no defensive player of the year. You know, there. Like I don't think Dallas is going to change it now. I think at this point, his
It
narrative
is
is
what it is. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Because honestly, I don't. What can he do? What can he do now to get a defensive player of the year award? Like how much more better defense can he play?
Yeah,
He
for
ain't
sure.
gonna ever lead the league in blocks. He got windy hit, so he can't make it a block stat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's to that point. I'm sorry. Hey, Drew Brees never won an MVP.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's pretty much sums it up.
Hey, we the 3-man weave. We had a special appearance from Ken. Ken was in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
You know it. Shouts out to the Fab Five that was in the building. They showed up. I got Curtis on his birthday. You know, I got Sean. I got Jacob was one of the comments of the night tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shouts out to I got Dane. You know, Miss King was in the building. We do got 5 minutes. Bro, the WNBA, them trades.
Oh, they did a whole expansion draft worth of trades. Like goodness gracious, everybody was moving, and it's like we talk about Luka being a cornerstone. Hey, we had some players moving in the WNBA. So hey, we it was a whirlwind. You gonna have to like go back and start looking at rosters again. Like, all right, wait, who?
When did she get traded?
When did she get here? Oh, wait, what? It's been a crazy 72 hours in the WNBA.
And they was building, and it's crazy because they was really building momentum up for this season. It's like, yo, like we got some contending teams on this side. Like this team returning. It's like, oh, we got a collision course, and then here come Luka getting traded and just
take all the steam away. See, patriarchy.
It's sad because like they deserve the trade that they made. They deserve some of these topics, bro. They deserve some of that attention, bro.
Even like with what the Fever did, huh?
You almost fell.
No, I hit my elbow. that shit hurt. I almost was like, "Hey man, cut the tape, cut this shit off."
It is funny, bro.
That shit hurt.
He said, "Ah." He wanted to say, "Ah."
I had to try and keep my composure, but that shit hurt. Like, my fingers went staticky. Cut the tape.
Oh man. But yeah, man. Shout out to the WNBA. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Oh, and for the 3-man weave, I'm AJ. That's Hill. Y'all the 4s. Some of y'all the Fab 5. And we out.
Yeah.